Happy New Year's season, everyone. Whether you're watching this before New Year's or after, welcome. As we step into the season, we're often filled with hope, optimism, and for many of us, the desire to change our lives. It's a time when we reflect back on where we've been, where we are, and where we want to go. But let me ask you something. How many times have you started the year with a resolution, only to watch the resolution fade away within days, weeks, or months? If you're nodding your head, you're not alone. Studies show that 64% of people abandon their New Year's resolution within the first month. And by the end of the year, only 9% feel that they have successfully achieved their goals. It's a pattern so many of us fall into. It leaves us feeling frustrated, guilty, and like we're just a failure. But what if the problem isn't just with us? What if the issue lies in the way that we approach challenges? Today, I want to challenge the traditional idea of making resolutions. Instead of focusing on the resolution itself, I want to talk about being resolute. Resolutions are often tied to an arbitrary date, the first of the year, January 1st. They're based on the idea that one decision made at this time in the year will carry us through the next 12 months. They focus on the outcome, not the process. They rely on motivation, which is fleeting, instead of discipline, which is sustainable. Being resolute is different. To be resolute means to have a firm determination. It's about committing to your values, your vision, and your goals, not just for a few weeks, but for the long haul. It's about focusing on the process, not perfection, and recognizing that real change is a journey. It's not the destination. Let's break this down and talk about why resolutions often fail, what it means to be resolute, and how we can apply this mindset to create mindfulness, lasting change. So, why do resolutions often fail? First, resolutions often fail because they're too vague or unrealistic. We say things like, I want to lose 30 pounds this year. Great goal. But come on. I'm going to save a lot of money. What's a lot of money? I'm going to go to the gym every single day. Great goals. These goals might sound wonderful, but they're ambiguous. They lack clarity, structure, and a plan. They focus on what we want to achieve without addressing why we want it or how we're going to make it happen. For example, let's say your resolution is to lose weight. Why do you want to lose weight? What is your why? Is it because you want to feel healthier? You want more energy? You want to build self-confidence? Or is it because you feel pressured by society standards? Understanding your why is critical because it gives you a purpose for your goal. It's the fuel that keeps you going when the initial excitement wears off. Another issue is that resolutions rely heavily on motivation. Motivation feels great when it's there, but it's unreliable. It comes and it goes. Some days you wake up feeling inspired. You can take on the world, but other days you don't. If your progress depends upon motivation and how you feel, you're setting yourself up for inconsistency. Research has shown that habit formation takes on an average of 66 days. And this is according to a study that was published in the European Journal of Social Psychology. That's more than 2 months of daily effort before something becomes automatic. Relying on motivation alone for the long term is nearly impossible. Finally, resolutions often don't account for challenges and setbacks that come with life. When we face obstacles, whether it's a busy schedule, unexpected expenses, or sheer exhaustion, it's easy to abandon our resolutions altogether when these things happen. So you might ask, what does it mean to be resolute? Instead of making resolutions, we can focus on being resolute. We can focus on continuing to go. Being resolute means having a clear sense of purpose and a firm determination to follow through. It's about showing up for yourself day after day, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when the process feels slow. Here's the difference. Resolutions are often about the outcomes. Being resolute is about the journey. Resolutions are tied to motivation. Let's go get them. Being resolute is tied to discipline. Resolutions focus on what we want to achieve. Being resolute focuses on who you want to become. Pardon the interruption to myself, but amazing news. Head on over to andersonbusinessgroup.net/books. You already know about the sales mindset and unleashing your potential. It is the beginning of the year, so reach on over and grab our new one, the Ultimate Business Planner. So, how to be resolute. Now that you understand that there must be a mind shift change, let's talk about how to apply this to your life. First, start with your why. Why do you want to make this change? What's the deeper reason behind your goal? Research shows that people who have a strong sense of purpose are more likely to stick to their goals for the long term. For example, a study published in the Psychology Science found that people with a clear purpose have a better ability to manage stress and maintain focus. Take some time to reflect on your why. Write it down. Keep it somewhere you can see it and remind yourself of it often. Second, set intentions. Set intentions, not resolutions. Resolutions are often about the outcome, like I said, but intentions are about the journey. For example, instead of resolving to save $5,000 this year, set intentions to be more mindful on your spending. Instead of resolving to lose weight, set your intentions to prioritize your health and well-being. Intentions allow for flexibility and growth. They focus on the process rather than the end result, which makes them more sustainable in the long term. Number 3, create a system for success. Systems are habits, they're routines, they're structures that make it easier to stay on track. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, says, "You do not raise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your system." If you want to read more about his book, create a system of setting aside time to read each day. It's a great book. If you want to eat healthier, create a system for planning your meals in advance. Number 4, track your progress. Celebrate the small wins. Everyone adds up. Maybe you don't stick to your exercise routine every day, but you exercised more this month than you did last month. That's progress, and it's worth acknowledging this. Research shows that tracking your efforts can significantly increase your chances of success. A study from the American Psychological Association found that people who monitor their progress are more likely to achieve their goals. Fifth, be kind to yourself. Change isn't linear, it's not a line. There will be setbacks, and that's okay. What matters is that you don't let those setbacks define you. Treat yourself with compassion and use those mistakes as learning opportunities. Number 6, focus on the present moment. Forget about the past. Don't worry about the future. Don't get caught up in this cycle. Each day is an opportunity to make small steps towards your goals. As the saying goes, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time to plant that tree is now. So let's look at some real life examples. Think about an entrepreneur who wants to build a business. They face rejections, failures, and uncertainties, but they keep showing up because they believe in their vision. Or think about a parent who's raising a child. If you've got kids, come on. They make sacrifices every day, not because it's easy, but because they're committed. They're committed to giving their child a better future. Or consider the story of Thomas Edison. If you don't know it, it's a great story. When asked about the thousands of times he failed to invent the light bulb, he famously said, "I've not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that didn't work." That's the power of being resolute. Don't worry about the failure. Focus on the small steps to success. So as we step into the new year, I challenge you to let go of resolutions and embrace the mindset of being resolute. Decide what matters to you. Take consistent, intentional action and trust the progress. This year, let's focus on progress, not perfection. Let's choose growth over comfort. Let's commit to the journey of becoming the best version of ourselves. Each day is a chance to start fresh. Don't wait for the new year. Don't wait for January 1st. Start today. Thank you for spending time with me. Let's make this year one of purpose, determination, and success. You can do this. Don't focus on just being inspired at that moment. Change your mindset. Grow your vision. You can become better. You can become the best you that you are called to be. You got this. Have a good one.